And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking all things BTCC. Yes, the British Touring Car Championship. It's a national championship here, very much in the UK of tin tops, you want to say. Not quite, obviously, GT cars, but very fast production cars, pretty much souped up almost to the max with hybrid power. But we'll get into that probably at a later date, because let's look at the headlines. As you can see here, Mr. Butcher sadly taking a sabbatical from the 2024 season. Also, no more Butcher and Jelley, one of the best last names in touring car history, I think. No more Jelley, gone from the BTCC. But there is two new re-signings in what kind of looks like a new BTCC team in Restart Racing. We'll get into those two signings as well. But let's get into the most recent story as reported by Autosport today, just at the time of recording. It's getting near 5 to midnight though. So British Touring Car Championship star Roy Butcher has stepped back from the series for the season in what's been termed as a sabbatical, following his what he's described as a tough, 2023 season. The 36-year-old Scot here, as reported by Autosport, he's made a decision after finishing only 10th in the standings last year, which is his worst since 2018, since starting in the touring cars. So Butcher, he scored only one race victory in 2023. That's nothing to shy at though, because it was all about Ash Sutton, wasn't it, this year? And it seemed a lot harder for some of these slightly maybe lesser teams or lesser teammates to even get a victory. So fair play to him. And he did win with the Speedworks Motorsport Run Toyota squad, bringing his total tally to 11. But he's decided to return to his roots in sports car racing, and he's targeting those 24-hour races at both Spa and the Nürburgring. But interestingly, Mr. Butcher, he returned to form at the end of last season. He qualified on the front row of the Grand Prix circuit of Brands Hatch. Yes, the BTCC finale. But as it said here, punctures wrecked his chances, sadly, of a good result. And he told Autosport, "I know that I can do better. As much as the car was not a championship winning car last year, if I was on my A game, I believe I could have finished top 6 in the championship." But he went on to say, "But sometimes when your head is not in the right frame of mind, you tend to attract a lot of things like incidents and punctures." Now, Speedworks switched for last season from the customer M Sport built Tocker engine to a bespoke Toyota power plant produced by Neil Brown Engineering. With that engine, it shares common architecture with the BMW used by the, as you may know if you're a touring car enthusiast, the West Surrey Racing Team, one of the most successful teams in touring car history, and it's heavier than the Tocker unit and has been mounted transversely in the Toyota rather than a longitudinally nerd stuff going on here in the BMW. But this had obviously an effect on that weight distribution, which meant Speedworks was always playing catch-ups with its setups throughout 2023, because this was a new thing. And that was one thing I think that Butcher, not really his fault that he struggled on, but I think the whole team was struggling to get the setup right for that, which is obviously quite sad, really, isn't it? But hopefully he'll be back. But fair play to Mr. Butcher. Good luck in those 24-hour races. Equally as sad, for me anyway, best last name ever in touring car. Jelley, spelt with 2 E's, obviously, but Butcher and Jelley confirms his BTCC departure. This is from touringcartimes.com. Butcher and Jelley has confirmed that what was kind of expected, he will not be part of that BTCC lineup for the 2024 season. Jelley was wildly rumoured, it says here, to be leaving West Surrey Racing after what was a 3-year stint running under the Team BMW banner, and that included a win at Alton Park in 2022 and a best championship finish of 11th. But a win, nothing to turn your nose up there. Now the 41-year-old have returned to the grid 4 years earlier with Team Parker Racing after spending some time competing in GT competition, as well as a return to that Porsche Carrera Cup. That has been one possible, where he might come back to the Porsche Carrera Cup, albeit at the time of writing, at the time of speaking to you guys, this has not been confirmed. But should that happen, it would see Jelley go up against 2023 rivals Daniel Lloyd and Jack Butel, both of whom have inked deals in that Carrera Cup with the Toro Verde GT, following the demise, very sadly, of a Team Hard. I know it's not looking good. It's not looking good, is it? But touring car is still quite healthy with a massive grid, bigger than an F1 grid anyway. So that's good. Not that you can really compare the two, but after a great one with Team Parker Racing in WSR this season, will be the first in 7 years I won't be featured on the BTCC grid, Jelley said. It's been a fantastic run, but I'm excited to be exploring different options and will have something to announce soon. So that's good. Now, confirmation of Jelley's departure frees up a seat in a 4-strong WSR lineup for the upcoming campaign, after team boss Dick Bennett revealed that 3 drivers are already signed, albeit with only Jake Hill having been officially announced. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Turkington or be one of the other ones, but it means most of the high profile seats on the grid is now available as the BMW squad looks to wrestle back that championship title during the year ahead. And talking about re-signing though, this is when I went about the new team Restart Racing. Yes, Chris Smiley to lead that Restart Racing program. Now, he's going to return to the BTCC for 2024, it says here on Touring Car Times, after being named as the first driver with the series newcomers Restart Racing. Smiley will be at the wheel of one of 2 Cupra Leons being run by the team as it makes its BTCC debut, having spent the past 2 seasons competing in the TCR UK, where it won the title in 22. Now, whilst the Restart is new to BTCC, several members within the team previously worked as part of the original BTC Racing Squad before it was sold to Steve Dudman and ultimately renamed as One Motorsport. And he said, I'm really excited about returning to the BTCC with Restart Racing and a new Cupra. Smiley said, it was the right time to take a break, and it's also now the right time to come back in, he said. To be back and bring Restart Racing with me and launch this new project is a real thrill. We know the championship is the right place to be. It's also an exceptionally tough series, so we're under no illusions. This is a long-term project to build up this race team and push our way towards the front. The BTCC is where my heart is. It's where I want to race. And with the Cupras we've acquired and which I've already started working on, we'll have a great base from which to compete with and hopefully score some surprises against the manufacturer teams. I can't wait to get started. Also joining him though is Scott Sumpton, and he also completes the Restart Racing lineup. Scott Sumpton, it says here, is the first debutant confirmed for that 2024 BTCC season after Restart Racing revealed the teenager will once again partner Chris Smiley. Yes, Sumpton joined the team last season for his second year in the TCR UK Championship, finishing 12th in the standings behind the wheel of a Honda Civic. The 19-year-old was set to compete in the TCR Europe this year, but is going to now line up alongside Smiley in Restart's second Cupra Leon, with the team having acquired 2 cars from and took a BTC licenses following that really sad demise of Team Hard. And he said, I'm looking forward to this season more than anything. He said, to race in the BTCC is almost every UK driver's dream, and it's a fantastic opportunity for me to develop as a driver and get to benchmark myself against some of the best drivers in motorsport. He went on to say, I'm also really happy to be racing again with Restart Racing. I joined this team last year and instantly felt at home. They've helped me so much to improve as a racing driver, and our results at the end of the year are a testament to the work we've done together to carry that out into the BTCC is only a natural step. So best of luck there, Scott Sumpton. Best of luck, Restart Racing. I mean, best of luck, everyone, basically, for the, at the touring car squad. I mean, it's fantastic here. Let's see if there we go. I think we might be able to get the, oh no, we've now opened up an ad, please excuse me. But yeah, let's see if we can get the BTCC calendar, shall we? Oh, look at that. It's been stubborn. Is it actually loading? Yeah, if we can see, here we go. Here we've got obviously the 28th of April, the end of April, as I said, Donington Park, and then 12th of May, Brands Hatch, 26th of May, Snetterton. The 9th of June is going to be the Thruxton event, Alton Park on the 23rd of June. Then there's pretty much a just over a month gap where we come back for after the summer break at Croft on the 28th of July. The 11th of August is Knockhill, down or up, well, probably up in Scotland, I think, for most of you. And the Donington Grand Prix, though, on the 25th of August, that's the Grand Prix circuit. Silverstone on the 22nd of September, and we end, as always, in October with the Brands Hatch GP circuit, as opposed to the Indy track, which is on the 12th of May. That's all the calendar there thanks to Touring Car Times. We will be keeping you up to date on the touring cars. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. If you like this, we definitely want to do more BTCC videos. It's one of my favourite series. I find it sometimes more fun than even Formula One itself. So we are planning this year, obviously, to cover the F1, cover the rallies, and where we can cover the British Touring Car Championship, maybe even the British GT Championship as well. We'll see what we can do. There's not many of us. Pretty much just me 99% of the time. Not all the time, though. Hopefully I'm going to get some help. But that's it. Like and subscribe if you can. Comment below. Let us know what you think. And we will speak to you next time. Thank you very much.